Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's a reason you've been through what you've been through. It's not because you're weak, and it's not because you're unlucky. It's because you are built differently. You have walked through fire, yet you did not burn. You have been tested, yet you did not break. And here's the truth. Some of you don't even realize just how blessed you are. So I need you to sit up and listen closely. Because today, you're about to understand something that will forever change the way you see yourself. If you've ever questioned why you're different, why you don't fit in, why you keep rising no matter how hard life hits you, then you need to hear this until the end. Because you're not just another woman. You are a woman blessed beyond measure. There is a certain kind of woman who doesn't just exist, she endures, evolves, and excels. No matter what life throws at her, she is built differently. She doesn't complain about the struggle. She embraces it knowing it is shaping her into something greater. This is the kind of woman who carries a strong spirit, a spirit that refuses to bow to circumstances, refuses to break under pressure, and refuses to let the world define her worth. A woman with a strong spirit isn't just someone who gets through tough times. She transforms because of them. She doesn't crumble when life gets difficult. She adapts, learns, and grows. When the world tells her she's not enough, she doesn't argue. She just proves it wrong. She walks through fire, and instead of being consumed, she becomes something unshakable, something unbreakable. That kind of strength doesn't come easily. It is forged through pain, through challenges, through nights spent wondering if she can keep going. It comes from the disappointments that almost crushed her, the betrayals that nearly shattered her, and the setbacks that tested her faith in herself. She has scars, not as wounds, but as proof that she has fought battles others wouldn't have survived. She is the kind of woman who has been underestimated, overlooked, and taken for granted. And yet, somehow, she always finds a way to rise. Life has tried to silence her, but she refuses to stay quiet. She refuses to shrink herself just to make others comfortable. She doesn't need validation because she knows her worth. And even when others fail to see it, she carries herself like the queen she is. This woman doesn't chase approval. She doesn't beg for people to see her value. She walks into a room and the energy shifts. Not because she is loud, but because her presence demands respect. She's not looking for attention, yet people can't help but notice her. There's something different about her, an aura, a confidence, a quiet power that speaks louder than words ever could. She has learned to trust herself, to rely on her instincts, to move in silence when necessary. She understands that not everyone is meant to go where she's going. She has let go of friendships that drained her, relationships that stunted her growth, and situations that no longer served her purpose. Because a strong woman doesn't beg to be chosen, she chooses herself. And let's talk about the way she handles failure. Most people let failure define them. Most people give up when things don't go as planned. But this woman, she takes failure as feedback. She analyzes, adjusts, and attacks again. She understands that every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. When life tells her no, she finds another way. When doors close, she doesn't stand there knocking forever. She builds her own door. She is resilient, not because she has never struggled, but because she refused to let struggle break her. She has walked alone when necessary, stood against the odds, and faced moments where giving up seems like the easiest option, but she didn't. And that's why she stands tall today. This kind of strength doesn't just protect her, it inspires others. People look at her and wonder how she does it, how she keeps going, how she keeps smiling despite the battles she has fought. They don't know the silent tears she's cried, the nights she spent questioning everything, the moments where she almost gave in, but she didn't, because she is built differently. And if you're listening to this right now and something inside you is stirring, then maybe, just maybe, you are that woman. Maybe you've been underestimating yourself for too long. Maybe you've been playing small, waiting for someone to tell you that you are enough. But let me tell you the truth. You've always been enough. The strength you need, it's already inside you. The power you seek, it's been there all along. You are not just existing, you are becoming. You are stepping into the next level of yourself, shedding the doubts, leaving behind the fear, and rising into the woman you were always meant to be, and from this moment on, walk like you know it. There's something different about you, something that makes people take notice even when you're not trying. It's not just your presence, your words, or the way you carry yourself. It's something deeper. It's the way life seems to align in your favor, the way opportunities seem to find you, even when you least expect them. You attract favor. And whether you realize it or not, that is a rare and powerful gift. Some people work endlessly to open doors, and yet for you, doors swing open at just the right time. It's not that you don't work hard, you do. But there's something beyond effort that moves on your behalf. Things seem to come together for you even after setbacks. Just when you think you've lost, something shifts and suddenly what you thought was a failure turns into an opportunity. You've been in situations where you thought all was lost, but at the last moment, a way was made. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's something greater working in your life. People see it in you, even if you don't always see it in yourself. That's why some admire you, and that's also why some envy you. They wonder how you keep rising, how you keep moving forward, how you continue to receive chances, breakthroughs, and second wins when others get stuck. They don't understand that what's meant for you will always find you, that no force on this earth can block what is destined to be yours. This favor you carry doesn't mean life has been easy. You've been through struggles that could have broken you. You've faced rejection, loss, disappointment. You've had moments where you doubted yourself, where you questioned why certain things happened to you. And yet, even in those moments, something kept you going. Even when doors closed, better ones opened. Even when you thought you were being set back, you were really being set up for something greater. Have you ever noticed how when you step into a new space, things start to shift? How the right people seem to enter your life just when you need them? How an idea, an opportunity, or a connection appears when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it? That's because you attract favor. You are positioned for something bigger than what you see right now. And here's the thing, this kind of favor doesn't just come to anyone. It follows those who are ready, those who have prepared themselves, those who have done the inner work. It follows those who have the right heart, the right mindset, and the right determination to do something meaningful with it. You don't just receive blessings, you are trusted with them. That's why no matter what happens, you always land on your feet. People might call it luck. They might try to downplay it. They might say, oh, she just got lucky, or she just happened to be in the right place at the right time. But deep down, you know better. You know the nights you cried. You know the times you wanted to give up but didn't. You know the silent battles you fought. You know that nothing about your journey was an accident. Every step, every challenge, every unexpected turn was preparing you for something greater. And now it's time for you to own it. No more doubting. No more questioning if you deserve the good that comes your way. You do. No more shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. No more feeling guilty for the way favor follows you. You didn't steal it. You didn't manipulate your way to it. You were chosen for this, so stand tall, walk with confidence, and move forward, knowing that what is meant for you is already making its way into your life. Speak with authority, understanding that your words hold power. Make decisions boldly, knowing that the path ahead is being cleared, even if you can't see it yet. Because here's the truth. When you are in alignment with God's plan, you don't have to chase what's already destined for you. It will come, and when it does, step into it without hesitation. There is a peace within you that many don't understand. while the world rushes, while people stress over things they can't control, while they allow fear and anxiety to dictate their lives, you move differently. You walk with a calmness, a stillness, a confidence that cannot be shaken. It's not because life has been easy for you. Far from it. You've faced storms, endured heartbreak, and encountered moments that could have broken you. But through it all, you've learned one powerful truth. Peace is not found in the absence of problems, but in the presence of trust. Many people wake up each day controlled by fear, anxious about the future, worried about what could go wrong, always bracing for the worst. But not you. Even when things seem impossible, even when answers are unclear, you don't panic like others do. You don't allow fear to take hold of your heart because deep down you know things are working out for you. Even in uncertainty, you choose faith over fear. This kind of peace confuses people. They wonder, why isn't she stressed? Why is she worried like the rest of us? How is she still standing after everything she's been through? What they don't understand is that your strength comes from something greater. They don't realize you've spent nights in silence teaching yourself how to trust even when there was no visible reason to. They don't know how many times you've had to let go of what you wanted to make room for something better. Your peace is your power. It's the reason you don't react the way others expect you to. It's the reason you can stand firm in uncertainty. It's the reason you don't seek validation, approval, or chase things not meant for you. You already know that what is meant for you will come, and what is not meant for you will leave. And because of that, you remain unshaken. People will try to disturb your peace. They will attempt to bring chaos into your life, not because you've done anything wrong, but because they don't understand peace. They are used to drama, dysfunction, and chasing things that never truly fulfill them. When they see someone content, someone who refuses to engage in negativity, they don't know how to handle it. That's why you must protect your peace fiercely. Do not allow just anyone access to your energy. Do not waste time explaining yourself to those who have already chosen to misunderstand you. Do not lower yourself just to fit into places never meant for you. You have seen what happens when you let negativity into your life. You have felt the burden of carrying things that were never yours to carry. You have wasted time trying to fix people who never wanted to change. You have learned that some people don't seek peace because they don't know who they are without their chaos. But that is not your burden to bear. Your responsibility is to stay grounded, to remain aligned, to protect your peace. This doesn't mean life will never test you. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It simply means that no matter what comes, you will not be moved. And when you carry yourself with this kind of confidence, you will notice something. Life starts to align in your favor. The things that used to stress you no longer bother you. The people who drained you start to fade away. The doors that once seemed locked begin to open effortlessly. Why? Because you are no longer chasing things beneath you. You are attracting things that match your peace. This is the kind of person you are. Calm, unshaken, someone who knows that storms will come but will not be moved. Someone who does not beg, does not plead, does not chase because they know who they are and what they carry. Someone who trusts that the best is already on its way. And because of that, you walk with a peace that no one can take from you. You are different. You've always been different. You feel things deeply. You see what others overlook. You enter a room and immediately sense the energy. It's as if you carry a knowing within you, a quiet wisdom that guides, protects, and warns you. You can tell when someone's intentions are pure and when they are not. You can feel when something is right for you and when it isn't, even if you don't always understand why. There have been times when you ignored this voice, times when you second-guessed yourself, and you paid the price for it. You trusted the wrong people. You stayed in places you should have left. You gave your energy to things that drained you instead of fulfilling you. But every time you walked away from what was wrong, every time you finally listened to that inner voice, You saw how it saved you. You saw how it redirected you to something better. This is not a coincidence. Not everyone has this level of discernment. Not everyone can sense when something is off before it happens. Not everyone has that inner pull telling them when to walk away, when to wait, when to move. But you do. You've had it for as long as you can remember. You know when someone's words don't match their energy. You know when an opportunity is too good to be true. You know when something is calling you forward and when something is pulling you down. You often walk alone because you don't follow the crowd. You are not easily swayed by trends or influenced by others. You think for yourself. You wait for what aligns instead of forcing what doesn't. That's why people don't always understand you. They don't understand how you make decisions. They don't understand why you don't settle. They don't understand why you walk away from places where your spirit feels uneasy. But here's the thing, your discernment isn't meant for them to understand. It's meant for you to follow. It's meant to protect you, to keep you from stepping into situations that aren't meant for you, to guide you towards something greater. Every time you have trusted this knowing, you have been led exactly where you needed to be. Think about the times you were about to make a decision and something inside whispered, wait. Think about the moments when someone smiled at you, but deep down you knew they weren't for you. Think about the opportunities you turned down, not because they weren't good, but because something inside you knew they weren't right. At the time, maybe you couldn't explain why, but later you always found out. Later you saw the truth. Later you realized you were being protected. This is your gift. This is your strength. And it is not something to ignore, push aside, or silence. The more you listen, the stronger it gets. The more you trust it, the clearer it becomes. And the more you follow it, the more aligned your life becomes. But here's the truth. This kind of wisdom makes people uncomfortable. Some will say you're too cautious. Some will say you overthink. Some will try to convince you that you're wrong, that you're imagining things. They want you to ignore your intuition so they can have easier access to you. They want you to doubt yourself so they can influence your decisions. Don't let them. Do not let anyone talk you out of what you already know deep down. Do not let anyone convince you to settle. Do not let anyone tell you to ignore the signs. You have this gift for a reason. The more you honor it, the more it will lead you exactly where you are meant to be. So trust it. Trust yourself. Trust that inner voice that has never failed you, because the moment you fully embrace it, the moment you stop questioning it, you step into your destiny. Doubting is the very moment you step into the life destined for you. You have endured trials that would have broken most people. You have faced setbacks, disappointments, and betrayals. You have found yourself in situations where you had to hold yourself together because no one else was there to do it for you. There have been moments when the weight of life felt unbearable, times when you questioned whether you could keep going, whether you had the strength to push through. And yet here you are, still standing, still rising, still moving forward. People see your strength, but they have no idea about the battles you fought to get here. They see your resilience, but not the nights you cried in silence, the days you smiled while carrying a heavy heart. They don't know how many times you had to start over, how many times you rebuilt yourself from nothing. You are not strong because life has been easy. You are strong because life has tested you and you refuse to break. You have learned to keep going even when every part of you wanted to give up. You have fought battles you never asked for, yet you faced them head on. This strength is what sets you apart, allowing you to walk through fire and emerge untouched. It equips you to handle what would crush others, to rise above chaos, noise, and distraction. Your strength intimidates people. Some will try to downplay it, acting as if what you endured wasn't that difficult. They will make it seem like you were just lucky, as if things were handed to you. They do this because they cannot acknowledge the effort, the pain, and the silent battles you've won. Others will try to test you, pushing you just to see if they can break you. They cannot stand that you don't crumble under pressure, that you don't fold when things get hard, so they will try to shake you, to make you doubt yourself, to make you question if you are truly as strong as you believe. But they will fail, because what they don't understand is that your strength does not come from the outside. It is not based on people's opinions, their treatment of you, or their belief in you. It is built from the struggles you have survived, the lessons you have learned, and the battles you have already won. You don't need validation. You don't need approval. You don't need anyone to tell you how strong you are, because you already know. You have seen yourself overcome what you once thought was impossible. You have risen when you had every reason to stay down. You have held yourself together when everything around you was falling apart. That kind of strength cannot be faked, borrowed, or taken away. That is why you must never let anyone make you feel like you are too much, like your strength is a problem, like you should shrink to make others comfortable. You didn't endure everything you have just to play small. You didn't survive storms only to dim your light so that others feel better about themselves. You didn't come this far to let someone else's insecurities make you forget who you are. Stand in your strength, own it, embrace it. Let it remind you that no matter what happens, no matter who doubts you, no matter what obstacles arise, you will not be moved. You have already faced worse, and you made it through. Your life has a purpose, even in moments when you feel lost, even when you question if you are on the right path. Something is guiding you, shaping you into the person you were meant to be. You are not here by accident. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of joy and pain is part of something bigger than you can see. There have been times when you questioned your worth, when you felt invisible and overlooked, as if nothing you did mattered, but the truth is you have always mattered. Even when you felt unseen, even when your efforts went unrecognized, even when those around you did not appreciate your presence, you were still making an impact. Every act of kindness, every moment of strength, every time you pushed forward when giving up would have been easier, you were living your purpose. And purpose does not always look the way you expect. You may think purpose has to be loud, noticeable, something the world applauds. But real purpose is often quiet. It is in the way you encourage someone when they are down. It is in the wisdom you share that shifts someone's perspective. It is in the strength you show that inspires someone else to keep going. Your purpose is in how you carry yourself, the energy you bring into a room, the way people feel in your presence. You don't have to force it or chase it. You are already walking in it even when you don't realize it. Every lesson you have learned, every hardship you have endured, every time you grew through pain instead of letting it break you, it was all shaping you for something greater. It was preparing you to step fully into the life meant for you. But here's the challenge. When you start walking in your purpose, not everyone will support you. Not everyone will understand. Some will question why you are changing, why you are choosing a different path, why you no longer fit into the mold they created for you. They will try to hold you to the old version of yourself because that version was easier for them to accept. They will try to make you feel guilty for growing, evolving, and stepping into the power that was always within you. Do not let them stop you. You are not here to stay small. You are not here to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You are here to fulfill something greater, something only you can do in your way, with your voice, with your strength. You are not like everyone else, and you were never meant to be. That is why you think differently, why you see things others miss, why you feel drawn towards something more. Your journey will not look like anyone else's. Stop comparing your path to theirs. Stop questioning your timing, your process, your progress. Just because you cannot yet see the full picture does not mean it is not coming together. Just because you have not reached the destination does not mean you are not on the right road. Every step you take, even the small ones, even the uncertain ones, is leading you exactly where you need to be. And when doubt creeps in, as it inevitably will, remind yourself of how far you have come. Look at the challenges you once thought would break you. and see how you overcame them. Look at the moments you felt lost and recognize that somehow you always found your way. You have always been guided, always been protected, always been led towards something greater. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know every detail of where you are going. You only need to trust that the same strength that brought you this far will carry you the rest of the way. Keep moving. Keep growing. Keep stepping into the person you were always meant to be. Your purpose is already within you. It is not something you have to search for. It is something you must embrace. And the moment you fully own who you are and what you are here to do, everything in your life will begin to align. So now tell me, do you see it? Do you understand? You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are a woman blessed beyond measure. The trials did not break you. They built you. The losses did not define you. They refined you. From this day forward, walk like you know it. Speak like you believe it. Live like you were born with purpose, because you were. Now go out there and stand tall. The world needs to see the kind of woman you are becoming. Unstoppable,